We have a terrible customer story to tell you guys later in this video, but first, we need to announce our Black Friday sale, which for you guys, this video gets uploaded on Friday, is starting right now. So in-store only, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can get buy two, get one free on games 13 bucks or cheaper, 15% off games over $13, 20% off Pokemon singles, movies, toys, a bunch of other categories, soundtracks, all that. And then buy a console, get one free game up to $20. This is an in-store Black Friday sale only. It is not available on our website, and it runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In Sunday's video that we upload, we will be announcing our Cyber Monday sale, which is going to run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you're not local, you can take advantage of that. But for now, let's just jump into it. Our first sale of today was a really big one. Maybe not in terms of quantity, but in terms of dollar amount and cool factor, it definitely was. One person bought all of these N64 games, and this is everything we had in stock in the box with a cartridge. They didn't want anything sealed, and they didn't want anything that was box only, but they were like, let me get all of them that have the cartridges or are complete. They didn't want the duplicate of Star Soldier, which was the only duplicate we had, but they took every other one. So now the only boxed N64 games that we have left are either box only or box and manual only. We don't have cartridges for any of them, except that one copy of Star Soldier. But this was a really awesome sale to be the first one of the day. We are shipping this out, but yeah, this was an $800 purchase, which for the first sale of the day is really, really good.
Look, it's you guys.
It's so pretty.
You can see yourself.
Rainbowy. And we have been learning a little bit more about top scratches, and for DVD-based games, top scratches shouldn't affect the playability. I'm not 100% convinced because we've had plenty of games that are fine on the bottom, but they have a top scratch and it won't load. But this is way too big for us to consider selling. But I have been listing some more top scratch games on eBay. After we test them and they work. We're still not going to want to sell them in store, but that one especially is too big to overlook, unfortunately. Are there other cool things in this trade? Ooh. Silent Hill Origins, Fatal Frame, Ephemeral Fantasia.
Is that how it's said?
And what else you got? Ooh. I think that's how it's said.
Stuff.
How do you guys say the name of this game? Ephemeral Fantasia? Ephemeral? Maybe it's ephemeral. I feel like I've heard that word. Are you having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
I know you love doing trades. It's like the best thing.
I do. I don't mind it.
Also, nice Terrorizer merch.
Thank you. It was free. And then when
It was not free, it was a gift.
Oh, it was a gift. Ooh. I don't know if I ever told you about this. I invited him to your birthday, but your birthday was during TwitchCon. And I was just like, I invited him. He's like, oh, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be at TwitchCon. And I was like, and he's like, please don't be mad at me. And I was just like, I'm not mad. I'm just upset. And then I sent a picture of me throwing it away in the trash. And then I was just like, that might have been a bit too mean.
No, he probably loved it.
Yeah, I think so. But no.
Maybe he'll come on my birthday next year.
I might be a bully. I don't know. So you didn't hear Bobby, but Bobby was like, and how did you tell him his pre-order was ready? I called and I was like, for Zelda, and I was like, hey, your pre-order's here. Come get it. And then I hung up, and then I called him back and I was like, hey, I realized I was a little bit mean. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try again. Your pre-order's here. Please come get it. Hope you're doing well, blah, 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 blah. And then I hung up again.
He does have like this like very jokey personality that makes you just want to poke fun when you're around him.
Yeah. Well, and then I also, a call after that, we have a couple that comes in and they have two adorable, cute little dogs. And one of them is Akira. And I was just like, hey, your pre-order's ready. You know, hope you guys are doing well. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Please bring in your dog. We miss it.
They should.
Yeah, I know. It's so cute.
I love when puppies come into the store.
It's the best.
Just like this. Well, There isn't one there. What is anymore? Just got the physical ones printed out here and they look so good. I'm so happy with it. I did not design these. I came up with kind of like a basic idea, which I sent to our web development team because they now have an artist on staff and she's very, very good. And she came up with this design based on my kind of like outline for it. I think it came out really, really well.
What is?
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts.
Yeah. Got 2 more. Now we get to get these cut out. And then we got these new cases for them. Beautiful. Did you just do a trade?
No. Actually, I didn't.
What?
This is an active trade. He's looking for something.
Oh.
Looking at some Switch games, it looks like.
Look at that legit ruby. See that little 19 right there above the seal? You see those 4 little squares up in the left corner?
Whoa.
It's like legit.
Wow.
We can always use more Pokemon rubies.
Yeah. Made with real rubies. Did you know that? That's why they're so expensive.
Whoa.
Yeah, just like sapphire and emerald, real emeralds.
Why isn't diamond or gold version way more expensive?
Nintendo was taking a hit that year. They were struggling. You know, they almost went bankrupt. A lot of people don't know that.
Whoa.
Yeah. My source is me. I just made that up.
That's pretty crazy though.
That's pretty crazy. Yep.
So like platinum?
And yeah, and they had to use 19. They'd use 19 rubies. That's why they did that 19 indent right there. Yeah.
So when you find a copy that's got like a 43 stamped in there,
Whoa.
that's rare.
Basically a car.
Dang.
It's basically
So guys, be on the lookout. Look for ones that have a higher number stamped on them because those ones are more expensive and more rare. Abby's leaving.
Yeah.
We're going home early because we got to prepare for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yep.
Because we have family coming.
We have family.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But they're coming over tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, have fun.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
I'm coming tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Bobby! What in the HE double hockey sticks? Hello, welcome in. Is this?
That is Guitar Hero 3?
No, it's not.
Legends of Rock? No,
That
it's
is
purple and
Guitar
purple.
Hero Encore rocks the 80s.
Purple and purple is the same game.
Oh,
Legends
we
of
need
Rock.
to take it out of the
80s.
system because it's wrong.
Yeah, I know it's wrong. I'll take that system.
Who did that?
I was distracted opening Pokemon cards.
Oh, no. Bobbing. So this is the part of the video you guys have probably all been waiting for. We're gonna talk about the terrible customer story. So we did a video maybe like a month, maybe 2 months ago, talking about one of the worst customers of all time. And it was a retelling of an older story. And that video did really, really well. You guys seem to love it. And luckily we haven't had any terrible customers recently. So we're going to go back into the archives once again and tell you guys a story of a terrible customer and actually a shoplifter. When we first opened the store, and for about the first year and a half or so, it was just me, Abby, and then eventually Ryan. And this was one of the very first times that Abby and I had to be away from the store, and Ryan was in charge of running the store by himself. Luckily, Jess, his girlfriend, who works for us now, but didn't work for us at this time, she had come in to help and just so that there'd be 2 people there. And I felt so bad for Ryan because he felt awful that this happened. But there was a guy that came in and he distracted Ryan with a trade-in. He had like a big stack of PlayStation 4 games or something like that. And so Ryan was at the computer, entering his stuff, doing his trade, and this guy was going around the store, finding items that were, you know, fairly expensive, and he would like collect editions and stuff like that that he could reach, not stuff in the glass cases, obviously. And he was taking things and he was kind of stacking it behind one of the shelves, really close to the front door, in a place that Ryan could not see from his spot at the computer. When Ryan wasn't looking, he picked it all up and like shuffled out the door really quickly. And then he came back in, and I don't know if another customer had said something or if Ryan noticed or whatever it was, but Ryan confronted the guy and was like, "Hey, did you just take a bunch of stuff?" And the guy said no, and obviously was lying, but was getting like, you know, getting loud about it, basically. And Ryan's like, well, we have cameras, we could check. Ryan made the mistake of going to try to check the cameras while Jess was still out front. And the guy basically like just grabbed his big pile of PS4 games that was on the counter there and then took off, right? And so very quickly they realized that he had stolen some stuff and, you know, he was gone. And so he called us and he was like he wasn't crying, but he was like very, very upset. And I would, you know, it was just, I felt so bad for him. Obviously, it was the first time we had to deal with anything like that as well, so that was pretty terrible. But I just felt so bad for Ryan having to deal with this and his first time being alone, and then this happens, and it was just such a terrible situation. The craziest part of this whole story, though, is that this guy was kind of known around the Portland area for shoplifting from all these game stores and then trying to sell stuff to the other stores. And so all of our stuff ended up at a game store in Portland, and they called us and I was like, yep, that's definitely our stuff. Unfortunately, they had already paid him for the items, and so they called after he was gone. So we got our stuff, but a lady came in with some games and we knew that they were stolen. I'm pretty sure it was Ryan, and was like, Ryan said these are the same games that the guy brought in when he stole a bunch of stuff. So I pretended like I had to make a phone call, and I stepped outside the front of the store while she was still inside because I was calling the cops. And she quickly realized that the jig was up, and so she exited the store, walked across the parking lot because they didn't park by the store, they parked down a little bit, and guess who's driving the car? The guy that stole all the stuff. And so I whipped out my phone and I filmed their license plate and I filmed them backing out. You can see him driving, but it was just the most ridiculous and stupid thing ever. I think eventually the guy did get arrested because he was stealing from all the stores. But that is one small reason why we never only have 1 or 2 people working at a time. The way that our store is set up right now, at the very minimum, there's 3 people, and that is usually on a day when there's supposed to be 4 people, but if one person calls out, 3 people can run the store. But we have tons of cameras and we have a security alarm and all this kind of stuff, but just having more employees working is a good deterrent for that stuff. And just being vigilant and keeping your eye out. If one person's focused on doing a trade, you gotta have someone else who's able to watch the sales floor. Obviously, did not feel good to basically get robbed, but also just felt so bad for Ryan because I know that his first day alone would go really well and we would, you know, we'd be so proud of him and all this stuff, and then it just turned out so terrible. But, you know, in the end, it all worked out. We got our stuff back, and obviously Ryan is still with us, and he's not traumatized. Well, not too much, but that's the story of another awful, awful customer who shoplifted hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. The time has come once again for Pokemon packs, and these are all Bobby's,
yes.
But Bobby said that we could open some.
Yeah, friendship plan.
Well, he needs a little bit of help getting them all open.
Yes.
Since he bought
expedient-
a whole booster box.
Got a whole booster box. Got a whole
Dang,
booster. I
Bobby.
want that Bulbasaur, but I have to get it naturally. I can't just go buy it. That's boring.
Right.
You're supporting his addiction.
Yeah, Cooper, thanks.
I did nothing. Okay, I can't open with one hand, so you guys go first. Oh my god, oh my god! What'd you get? What'd you get?
I don't know what I got yet. I don't know. I don't even know the trick.
Oh, slow game.
Jirachi. They were telling me to go slower for a second. Oh, I see green and I get excited. Womp womp. What's Ariel getting?
Ariel,
I really don't want to bend the cards.
just open him
I'm
already.
trying. Can I get the scissors?
Oh my god.
I have carpal tunnel.
How do you feel now?
I have
Syndrome.
carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
I hear that's worse.
Yeah. It's 2 times as bad. Let me see
Mister, I
those
can't open it with one
my
hand.
left hand. Let me switch hands.
I'm gonna hold that.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Okay, here.
Yeah, I was like, all right. Oh wait, Ariel's good. What'd you get, Ariel?
Ampidamp. I love that Pokemon. Tauros, Crabrawler, Talonflame, Salazzle, Lantern, Perugly. That's my cat.
Nice.
He looks just like that. Oh,
that's
Full Art
cute.
Meditite.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
that's pretty cool.
And then Lydian.
Oh, nice. Those are my
Ooh.
favorites from Gen 2.
And
Cooper, what'd you get? What you get, Cooper? You made faces. Cooper. Oh, I got one of those too, actually, like a second ago.
What'd you get? Oh, alchemy.
It's a good thing.
It's like
It's a good thing. We still got all of those chickens to open. Did Cooper just leave? Oh, Cooper just left. All right, that's it for today's vlog, everyone.
Wait, are we done?
How do I flip the camera? I'm like 90 years old. Thanks for watching today's vlog. Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving or whatever.
Happy Thanksgiving or whatever.